Yes. So last week we discussed about the insert tab, and inside the insert tab we talk about how to insert a cover page, a blank page, and a page break, as well as we talk about how to insert a table, right? And today we are going to do like some of the missing tools regarding the table. Let me check whether we missed anything. Yeah, the positioning and the text direction, we haven't talked about it. So we are going to talk about the positioning and the text direction. So far we have talked about the designing tab and the layout, some of the layouts, right? So designing, we discuss about it, like how to put the borders, how to change the borders, right? If you want to draw borders, we can draw the borders if you want, right? So likewise. And so today we are going to talk about the rest of the layout. So far we talk about how to draw table, how to erase, how to delete and insert and delete the columns, right? And splitting and merging part. We didn't discuss about the split table part, as I remember, right? So let me introduce you. So I think you remember how we are going to insert columns and rows. Like there are many ways, like pressing on this plus mark regarding the columns and the rows. We can add the columns, as well as we can select a particular column, and we can use these 4 buttons to insert a column to the left or to the right, and insert a row to the top or to the bottom. And merging the cells, we talk about it, like we can select some of the cells together and we can ask to merge, right? So splitting cells, again, it gives us the facility to divide a particular cell. Can be a merge one or can be a normal cell. We can divide it in the way we want, right? So now here I have said I need to divide it into 2 columns and 1 rows. So that means I'm just dividing into 2 parts, right? So we got 2 columns and just 1 row, right? So likewise, we are able to uh, create the table and merge the cells and inserting and deleting the columns on that manner. So now I'm going to show you how to split a table. Now, if you really need to split this particular table from this particular row, right? So what you have to do is you only need to click on any cell of that row and just use this split table command. You just click on it, it will get split from the row that we were having the cursor, right? So now remember, like focus, now our cursor is on the 4th row. Now if I ask to split this, then first 3 rows will be taken as a separate table and the next rows will be taken as a separate table. So wherever our cursor is placed, the rows before the cursor, or like the rows which is like top of the cursor row, will get separated as a separate table, and the rest of the table will be separated as another table. So now we got 2 tables, right? So likewise. And if we want to like change the size of your table, you can select the entire table by moving your mouse pointer at the top left corner of the table while it is selected. So once you click on that, the entire table will get selected. So there you can see a little square here at the right bottom of your table. So you can click and drag it to measure the way you want, right? So likewise, you can resize your table. And if you are going to move your table, here and there. Like moving a table is not a very easy thing to do, people, like because this table consumes very complex kind of a space on the Word document. So if you want to move, you can move your cursor to this particular icon, which has like 4 arrowheads, and click on that, click and drag it. But it may not place the exact place that we want, right? So if I take it right over here and take it out, see, it won't place very easily. So what you can do is, the best thing that you can do is, you can make your table in the place you want, and make it like as big as your window, right? කොලේ ප්‍රමාණයටම ටේබල් එක මැනේජ් කරගන්න. නැත්නම් ටිකක් කියන්නේ ටේබල් එක මැනේජ් කරනකොට බොහෝම පරිස්සමට මැනේජ් කරගන්න ඕනේ. මොකද අපි මූව් කරන තැනට මෙයා මූව් වෙන ප්‍රමාණය හරි අඩුයි, right? Okay, so be careful when you are working with the tables, right? But again, it is a very good help for us to manage our things into a table, right? And regarding this auto fit and all these things, right? Let's check about those things. Now I'm going to type something over here. I'm going to type pineapple, right? And yeah, I'm going to repeat this inside our cell. So you can see my column is not growing onto my right hand side, right? It's just growing like into the downwards, right? So if I need to change the column size, you know how to do it. Like take the cursor to the border and click, and you can drag. But there is a limit that your table can manage. So it is the limit until the other border finds us. Now, if we select the table and change this particular thing, now this is called the auto fit facility. And under the auto fit, there are like auto fit to content, auto fit to window, and fixed column width are there. I think you remember these options were there when we are creating a table through that small window, right? Now, here what they have said is, they have select the method, or like select the option which is called auto fit to content. That is why this star mark and the these things are here at the icon. So if I say auto fit to content, see, I can change my columns for a greater distance, right? Okay, right goes. And if we change this auto fit to column width, so if you want, we can change. So like when we are changing, the content changes, all right? So you have to remember how we are going to change the things using, like, change the column width and the row height. You can do the same with the row height with the use of this cursor, right? Now මගේ table එකේ ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි වෙච්ච නිසා මේ මෙයාගෙන් පිටට යනවා. මම මේ table එක ඒක නිසා delete කරනවා. People, just give us a second. Hello. Oh my class එක මෙන්න. People, I'm sorry. I didn't. ඇවිල්ලා mic එක on කරනවා කියලා මට හිතුනේ. I'm sorry. I was talking about the column width and the row height, right? So I'm sorry, people. Very sorry. Right. Let me take it back to the place where I were. Yeah. So like in the layout tab, using these cell sizes, you can increase the row height as well as decrease the row height. But you can't decrease it like beyond the content. Content එක තියෙනකොට එයාත් නිකම් පොඩි කරගෙන එයාවත් වහගෙන යන විදිහට පොඩි කරන්න බෑ. Right? Because it automatically fits with the content. So likewise, we can change the width of the row. And please be careful when you are changing the width of the row, your table is going to overflow from your document. Right? ඔහොම වුණාම සමහර ලාවට ටේබල් එක කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ කොතනද එන්ඩ් එක තියෙන්නේ කියලා හොයාගන්න බැරි වෙලා යනවා. Right? So be careful to maintain it within the margins. Right? And now when you can position the content inside a cell in a place you want, right? So to do that, I'll get rid of this thing, and only one word is maintaining. I want to increase the font size of them, right? And I'll make the cell a little bit wider and a little bit higher. Right now we can go to the layout and we can check these things. Now it is here. It's the top left. And if you go to top right, I'm sorry, the middle left. So it's going to be like this. And here it's the bottom left. So likewise, all 9 positions are illustrated over here. So we can place our content in the way that our alignment needs, right? Or the alignment that is fits to us, we can change the content, right? Not just one particular cell. If you want to change the content of many cells, you can just select the entire row or the entire column, right? And or like set off columns and rows, and still you can change the the alignment position, right? So there are like 6 type of alignments. Vertical alignment, it has 3 types, which is top, middle, and the bottom. Horizontal alignment, you can take 3, which is left, center, and right. Right? So likewise, you just make the content as you want, the positioning. And text direction is there to direct the text in a way we want. Like here there are like 3 directions, right? So like from top to bottom, from the bottom to top, and like those are vertical directions and 1 horizontal direction, right? And if I change my position to the center, yeah, same happens. Yeah, so likewise, only 3 text directions are there. And cell margin, now this is actually not in your syllabus. We are not going to that this metarang ඇතුළට අපි යන්නේ නැහැ, right? But just remember, like if you increase the cell margin, so it allows you to maintain a border inside the cell, right? Then අපි මෙයාව left එකට අරගත්තොත් ඒක තියාගෙන cell margin එක right cell margin එක අපි වැඩි කරොත් Did you see that? Look at the pineapple word and the position of the E. Now I'm going to the cell margin and I'm increasing the value of left. Right, so, and I'm pressing OK. See what happens? It like what? Pull into the middle. Right, godak particular cell margin. I'll reduce the cell margin now. Like let's say for 6 0. And if I say OK, right, so it is just moving. Hold on. Yeah. So moving means like not the content, but the entire cells will be having the margins, right? Anyway, like you really don't need to bother about it. We are not going to that much into there. And yeah, that's all regarding the table, but we have to get to know about. And in your textbook, there is a nice practical regarding a timetable, right? So I want you to do at home, right? And send me the Word document, right? Like you sent previously, right? So the practical number is going to be, what's the number? It's a timetable kind of a thing. Oh, there you go. This one, right? The figure 6.12. Yes, Tesandu, you did it, so you don't need to send it, right? Yes, Sudamya, in the textbook, right? So you have to do it on a Word document and you have to send it to me, right? And it's better we do the activity, not the timetable, right? The activity, which is on the page number, what is the page number? 179, right? Activity on page number 179, right? Do it and send it to me at home, right? Not now, right? So we are going to search what are the other facilities we got in the insert tab, right? So in the insert tab, the other facility, one good facility that we got is the inserting a picture, right? So to insert a picture, we have to give the specific location of that picture, right? In the latest versions of the MS Word, they are allowing you to copy the things from the internet as well, right? So I'm deleting this thing from my sheet. So I'm going to insert a picture. So here when I'm inserting a picture, it says this device and online pictures as well. So I'm selecting this device. Let me see whether I got any pictures. Yes. Yeah, so this is the picture that I have inserted. How we insert that? We go to insert. In the illustration group, we go to the pictures, we click on it. It will, in this version, it will ask me what kind of, like from where you're actually going to copy it up. So I say from this PC, right? So from this device. So it will open me a window to find the location of the particular picture, right? So then I select a particular picture and I'm going to insert it. So there are two ways of inserting it. Either you can select the picture and click on the insert button, or you can double click on it. So it will get inserted, right? Yeah, people, just a second. I need to take some water. All right. Right. So when we take the picture, it comes with its original resolution, right? එයාගේ තියෙනම size එකෙන් තමයි එයාව මෙතනට insert වෙන්නේ, right? And then if we want to manage the picture, we can't just move it here and there when it is here, right? දැන් මම මේ move කරන්න try කරනවා. It's very hard to move, right? It is because once the picture is inserted onto the page, we have to change its wrap text option for picture to move here and there, right? Because now, since this is a word processing software, they are not allowing picture to like change the way that the text are going to be, right? ඒක අපි මුලින් change කරගන්න ඕනේ picture එක එහෙ මෙහෙ කරන්න නම්. So this wrap text, now here in this version, we are getting an icon like this. This is what we call the layout option or the wrap text option, right? So the layout, if we choose, like here, they have said inline with text. All other positions will allow you to move your image as you want, right? So now here we have many types of text wrapping options, right? So to show that, I need to take some wordings. So I'm going to search some wording about the cat in the internet. right? And I'm going to copy these two paragraphs onto my document. Yeah, so now let me increase the size. Okay, so now if we want to move this picture here and there, it will move, but not the way we want. Then api meha podi karot ehema, we can adjust this picture from the dots on these corners. So this is the way it happens. The meha ekaparte hata mehata karanna giyot hari amaruයි. But when we take the wrap text option, the first option says the square. So once we tap on the square, so now it is easy for us to move the picture. So the text will arrange like a square, like the picture will be considered as a square and text will arrange around it, right, according to the way we move. And if we change the wrap text option to the tight, so make a හොඳටම පේන්නේ මේ PNG එකක් අරගත්තා මම පොඩක් PNG picture එකකුත් ගන්නවා. PNG means the pictures with no background, right? So හරියටම ගහනම් ගහේ ගහ වටේටම තියෙන විදිහට picture එක අරගන්න පුළුවන්, right? දැන් ඕක අපි ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකේ හොයලා ගන්නකොට ටිකක් පරිස්සමටම හොයලා ගන්න ඕනේ. හේතුව තමයි මේ සමහර PNGs like PNG කිව්වට PNG විදිහටම නෙවෙයි තියෙන්නේ, right? PNG එකක් නම් අපිට picture එකක මෙන්න මේ appearance එක බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් දැන් මේක PNG එකක් නෙවෙයි. PNG එකක් නම් මේ විදිහට කොටු පේන්නේ නැහැ. picture එක load වුණාම තමයි එයාගේ කොටු ටික load වෙන්න ගන්න. Right? Let me see. No, it is so hard to find out. Yeah, and there is a way of making a picture a PNG in Word. I think I have to go with that. Let's have the word transparent. That's not good, people. All right, let's take anything we like. And I'm copying it and I'm pasting it over here. Yeah. So PNG won't come like this. That's what I'm telling you. Let me make it a PNG by taking a tree. So we can copy and we can paste over here. Right, and I can remove the background to look it like a PNG. මේ මම මේ කරන වැඩේ ඔයගලන්ට උවමනා වෙයි, right? So like taking out the background means we are going to clear a one particular color. දැන් මෙයාගේ background එකේ තියෙන අපොඩි අලු පාටක් නේ. So we are going to take that ash color away. So to do that, you have to go to color. Then me pinturයක් select කරාම we are going to have a new tab like in the table. Now click කරාම format කියලා එකක් open වෙනවා. So in that format tab, you are going to go to the color, and at the bottom of this menu, there is set transparent color. So once you click on it, your mouse pointer changes into something like this. So now if you click on some color, that color will be transparent, like that color will be removed from the picture, right? So I'm clicking on this particular thing. See, now you can't see the color. Right. And yeah, so like if we take it and make it as tight, now let's see what happens here. Did you see this? On the may whose පැටියාව පැත්තකින් තියෙනවා පොඩ්ඩකට. I'm going to change the size of the color. Yeah, can you see the nature of the words? See, යාගේ ගහ වටේටම හරියටම ගහ වටේටම ඉලක්කන් මේ අකුරු ටික හැදිච්ච විදිහට තමයි දැන් තියෙන්නේ, right? See, but if I make it square, see what happens. So there is a difference between square and tight. So square කියලා දුන්නොත් හරියටම කොටුවක් ප්‍රමාණයට තමයි අකුරු ටික හැදෙන්නේ. But if we are giving tight, එයා හරියට අර ඔය PNG එකක නම් ලස්සනට වටේ, ඒ කියන්නේ මේ වටේ background colors මොනවත් නැත්තම් ඒක වටේට ගන්නට අකුරු ටික හදා ගන්නවා, right? So let's try the through. So through is something very similar to the tight, right? And look at this one, the top and the bottom. So top and bottom is allowing the text to be stay top and the bottom, right? උඩයි යටයි වචන තියාගන්න දෙනවා, දෙපැත්තටවත් කොහෙටවත් වචන ගේන්න දෙන්නේ, right? And if we choose behind text, so you can see the picture behind the text. And when the picture is on this particular format, it will be a little bit harder for us to select the picture. සමහර වෙලාවට අකුරුඩ තියෙනකොට දැන් මෙතන මේ මැද හිස් අවකාශයක් තියෙන නිසා අපිට ටක් ගාලා සිලෙක්ට් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. මෙහා දැන් මෙන්න මේ හරියටම ගෙනාවොත් හරි අමාරුයි සිලෙක්ට් කරගන්න, because when we click on it, පේනවද? It goes with the words, right? And there is another one called in front of the text. So that means you can keep this on the text, like covering it. Hari. තේරුණාද? Yes, can I have the confirmation, people, whether you got it or not? Right, great. Okay, Tesandu, how about others? Right. So there are many things that we can do to a picture, right? When you select a picture, go to the format, and yeah, so may remove background කියන එක පොඩ්ඩක් try කරලා බලමු. මේ right? See, now it is asking, it is helping us to remove the background of a particular object, right? Make it advanced, right? So you can mark the areas to keep, mark the areas to remove them. මේ පූසගේ කන් දෙක එහෙම පොඩ්ඩක් සිලෙක්ට් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ වගේ අතින්. So මම මේක ක්ලික් කරලා එහෙම පාට කරොත් it should be gone. hold on. Mark the areas to remove. මම මේ කරන්නේ remove කරන්න ඕනේ එකද mark the areas to keep. මම මේ පූසගේ කන් ටික පාට කරොත් මට ඒ ටික බේර ගන්න පුළුවන්. You have to do it very delicately, otherwise right? So when we are like taking out the colors from a complex picture, we can use this. Right? And so we can say keep changes. So we can only select the cat. Yes, Ravidu, I will do it again. So this is what I did. Previously, my cat was there. Right. So what we are doing is we just select a picture and we choose remove background option, which is in the format tab. Remove background. So I click on that. So they will make the picture focus when a පින්තූර කොටස තියලා ඉතිරි ටික ඒගොල්ලෝ පාටකින් පාට කරනවා නිකන්. ඒක වර්ඩ්ම කරගන්න දෙයක්. Then they are allowing us to mark the areas we need to keep and mark the areas we need to remove. Right? Then අපි මේ පූසගේ මුළු ඇඟම select වෙලා නැහැනේ. So I can take this and mark the areas which needs to be kept. So like this I can mark the area, so it will mark it. Then I can say keep the changes. Then once I done that, background will be removed automatically and the main object will be there, right? So you can do that particular changes to a picture, that's by removing the background, and we can do the corrections. Again, අපි පින්තූරයක් ගත්ත මෙයා අඳුරුයි නම් පොඩ්ඩක් brightness වැඩි කරගෙන sharpness වැඩි කරගෙන, like we can make it, we can give it a better look. But remember, like this won't change a picture that you have taken at the night into a picture that you have taken at the day. රෑකත් එකක් දවල් කරන්න නෑ එකපාරට, right? එහෙම කරන්න බෑ. Some qualities, podi minor changes we can do, right? And if you want to like burn some colors, right? So you can change. If you need something a little bit darker, so you can change, right? So likewise, you can change the colors of the picture. No, Ravidu, you can take any picture as a PNG, right? There are many PNGs in the internet, right? Or else you can take and you can just remove the background. It doesn't matter, right? And apart from that, we can change the color as well, right? So hold on a second, people. right? So again, we can change the color if we want, and again they have given us the predefined colors, so we can only change according to that, right? So if the color is taken, then I can make my cat much reddish or much blackish, right? And again I can change my cat into like a line drawing kind of a thing, right? So we can do many different things from this, right? And we can change the entire picture if we want, right? Or a part of a picture, right? So it's up to you to change the things and see, right? And there is some artistic effects as well, right? So like එයාට එක එක විදිහේ නේද පැන්සලෙන් ඇඳලා තියෙන විදිහට දෙන්න, චිත්‍රයක් විදිහට, කලර් පේන්ට් එකක් විදිහට දෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? We can do many different things from this, right? Then the beauty of this is, if you are trying to give this effect from a picture editing tool like Photoshop, like you will be taking like lot of time to do this, right? But here they have this predefined mods, so we can directly apply it, right? And it will be like looking very nice when we done that, right? And again, remember, you are going to do this according to your requirement, right? එක අපි හදන document එකට ගැලපෙන්න ඕනේ, right? And again we can change the picture if we want from here, right? And we can reset the picture in the way that the picture was before. Then මම මේ පූසාව select කරලා if I reset it, so it will be given the very first picture. අපි reset කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ picture එක මුලින්ම මේ word එකට insert කරනකොට තිබ්බ විදිහ. That is what we call resetting, right? Next is about the borders, right? So we can change the borders of a picture like this. So there are different types of borders, and there is a list which you can take by pressing this particular arrowhead, right? And again they are predefined. ඒගොල්ලෝ තියෙන විදිහට තමයි අපිට ඒක change කරන්න වෙන්නේ. එකෙන් දීලා තියෙන විදිහට, right? We can't have our own border. If we want to have our own border, we have to use some graphic tools like Photoshop, right? And you can change the picture border color, like මෙතන මේ outline එක එන්නතුවාට වෙන outline එකක් දීලා border color එකක් change කරන්න පුළුවන්, not the border style, right? You can change the border color, right? Now if I can select the orange, and I can change the border size around this, right? Or I can make the line as a dash. Likewise, අපිට change කරන්න පුළුවන්, right? And if we do this to this particular PNG, let's see what happens. So it can be given and it can be changed, right? So likewise we can. Okay, so that is regarding the picture borders, right? And this picture effect, yeah, there are many different effects. ඔයාට පුළුවන් මේක tile එකක තියෙනා වගේ පෙන්වන්න, නැත්නම් වීදුරුවක ලියලා තියෙනා වගේ පෙන්වන්න, right? So it gives you some effects regarding the picture, right? So there are some predefined preset කරපු ඒවා තියෙනවා. දැන් ඔය අපි මම දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පෙන්නුවේ preset කරපු එකක්. ඒක already හදලා තියෙන එකක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට ඕන එකක් manage කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Right? මෙතනින් ගිහිල්ලා so we can give it a shadow. Inner shadow and outer shadow both we can have. So like inner shadow එකක් දුන්නම මෙතන උඩ body shadow එකක් ඇදලා තියෙන so it comes into the picture. If you give a outer shadow, it's going to act differently. එයා එලියෙන් තමයි එතකොට අපිට පේන්නේ නිකන් අර බිත්තිය ගැල්ලලා තිනකොට සෙවණැල්ලක් වැටලා තියෙනවා. Right? And there are many effects. Reflections are there, so we can make it like catties on the water kind of things. We can give it a glow. Picture එක වටේට පොඩි glow එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. And we can have some soft edges. The soft edges අපිට ඕන වෙනවා මේ ඒ කියන්නේ හට margins ඕන නැතුව දෙයක් manage කරගන්න ඕන නේද දැන් මේ පින්තූරේ margins තියෙනවා කියලා පේන්නේ නැහැනේ. It is just a picture, right? With which has no borders, right? So likewise we can give those things. You may try about these things, right? Then you can create some nice insertions regarding the picture, right? And picture layout, this is something different, right? So now I can change my picture into different kind of a format, right? එතකොට මේක එන්නේ මේ smart art කියන facility එකට අදාළව අපි ඊළඟට කතා කරන්නේ ඒක, right? So we can apply this into that particular things as well, right? Okay. Tesandu, I'm not getting what you are saying. Near the formats, hold on. Near the format, hold on. Aha, okay. Tell me what you want to do. Okay, it's just a කියන්නේ ඒක අපිට help එකක් තියෙන්නේ තෙසඳු කියන්නේ word වල ඒගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන facilities කියන්නේ අපිට එකපාරට tool එකක් හොයාගන්න බැරි වුණොත් මෙයා ගාව කියන්න පුළුවන් දැන් sort කරන්න කියලා හොයන්න ඕනොත් එයා sorting කියන එක ගැන help එකක් දෙනවා කොහොමද කරන්නේ කියන එක ගැන, right? තෙසඳු ඇහුවේ මේ bar එකෙන් මොකක්ද කරන්නේ කියලා. It's kind of a help that the word has given to us, right? Okay, so yeah, this type of things can be done to your picture, right? So yeah, let me come to this particular point. Api smart art එකක් දැම්මම smart art එකේ තියෙන yes තෙසඳු මේක මේ 2019 version එකේ ඉඳලා මං හිතන්නේ මේක එන්නේ සමහරට 17 වලක් තියෙන්න ඇති. Some of the versions does not have that, තෙසඳු. Right, and in the format, yeah, so others are not very much needed according to your syllabus, but there are things. Sorry, this alter text will help you to display an alternative text regarding this particular picture, right? The alter text එක අපිට නිකන් තියලා තියන්න පුළුවන් ටෙක්ස්ට් එක ලෝඩ් නොවුනොත් මොකද්ද මෙතන තිබ්බ ටෙක්ස්ට් එක කියලා අයිඩියා එකක් ගන්න. This positioning will allow you to position your picture exactly some places, right? කියන්නේ හරියටම paper එක මේ page එකේ places 9ක් ගැන එයා කතා කරනවා. උඩ තියෙන lines තුන, මැද තියෙන lines තුන සහ යට තියෙන lines තුන ගැන. So අපිට picture එක අපි අතින් අරගෙන ගිහිල්ලා තියාගන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් if we need to plan it to exact position, we can go with this position, right? People, just a second, I need to answer this call. No, Tesantu, I was muting my mic because I need to answer for a school from my answer for a call from my school, right? That is why. Okay, so yeah, we were talking about the positioning, right? So when you use the positioning, you can give the exact places on the paper, right? අපිට අවශ්‍ය නම් උඩ line එකේ position කරගන්න, මැද line එකේ position කරගන්න, bottom line positioning, so you can go for that. We talk about the wrap text, right? Now this bring forward, and under that particular menu you have bring forward, bring to front, and send backward, send to back. කොහොම කියලා දෙකක් තියෙනවා. දැන් ඕක උවමනා වෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ වෙලාවල් වලට. Now think about this picture is at the top of this picture, right? අපිට ඔකම තියාගන්න උවමනාවක් තියෙනවා නම්. ඒතර මේකේ order එක තියෙනවා නම් ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ඕනේ දැන් පොල් ගහ පිටිපස්සෙන් පූසාව ඉස්සරහින් තියන්න ඕනේ, right? So to do that, we can select the coconut tree. Coconut tree is at the front of the cat. And we can send it to back. So send backward means එක සැරයක් පිටිපස්සට යනවා කියන එක. Send to back means තියෙන ඔක්කොගෙම පිටිපස්සට යන්න කියන එක. Right? So send backwards. So it went backward. Now මෙයා තමයි ඉස්සරහින් ඉන්නේ. So cat is at the front. Then we're going to make cat gas thing. Olga hapeno. It is because of the effect I apply to this cat. So if I reset the picture, so now you can see the coconut tree is at the back of the cat. And if we need to take the coconut tree forward, we can use bring forward, or we can send the cat again to back. So now cat is at the back of coconut tree, right? Or විදියට send to front and send to back කියන එක manage කරන්න පුළුවන්. And තව වැදගත් දෙයක් තියෙනවා, the orientation, right? This particular thing gives you the rotating option. So we can rotate 90 degrees, right? එතකොට 90න් 90 තමයි මෙයාව හරවන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. So we can rotate to left, rotate to right as we want. And we can flip කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ බලන්නකො flip වුණාම වෙන දේ. We can flip horizontally. ඒ කියන්නේ අර උඩ ඉන්න පින්තූරේ අපි පින්තූරේ උඩ ෆ්‍රේම් එකෙන් අල්ලලා පහළට ඇද්දා වගේ. කියන්නේ මෙන්න මෙහෙම දෙයක් කරාම this is what you call flipping. මම මෙයා මෙහෙම අරගත්තොත් මේ මම flip කරන එක මම මේ කරන්නේ. This is flipping. Now this is flipping horizontally. Right? If we need to flip vertically, you can flip vertically. Right? So that can be done from here as well. So flip horizontal, flip vertical. I'm sorry, this is flip horizontal, this is flip vertical. Right? So vertical flip එකකදී වෙන්නේ vertical flip එකකදී උඩින් යටට පහත් කරනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ සිරස්ව ෆොටෝ එක හරවනවා කියන එක. right? එතකොට දකුණු පැත්තේ බෝඩර් එක change වෙන්නේ නැහැ. දකුණු පැත්තේ බෝඩර් එක එතනම උඩ පහළ යනවා. right? flip vertical කරාම flip horizontal කරාම උඩ තියෙන borders උඩ යට තියෙන borders change වෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි post card එකක් අරගෙන post card එක මට ඒක කරලා පෙන්නන්න තමයි ඔයගලන්ට වෙන්නේ. කියන එක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. right? I think you can have the understand, right? When you do the flip vertical, අර අපි බිත්තියේ එරලා තියෙන පින්තූරයක් අතින් අරගෙන අනිත් පැත්තට ගෙහුවා වගේ. right? දැන් අපි කාර් එකේ ඩිකි එකක් වහනකොට flip vertical position තමයි වෙන්නේ. උඩ ඉන්න කෙනෙක් අරගෙන පහළට නවනවා. flip horizontal වෙන්නේ නිකන් පොතක් අනිත් පැත්ත හරවනකොට වගේ. නේද? horizontally තියලා එයාව අනිත් පැත්ත හරවන ආකාරයට settle වෙනවා. right? So this is what you call, this is vertical flipping. This is flip vertical. And this is flip horizontal. Right? So that is what we call flipping. So then we have this nice option called cropping. Right? Crop karna කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. Cropping means we are getting rid of the things that we don't want in a square manner. Right? දැන් මට මම මේ පූසව තෝරලා crop button එකේ පුවම crop is right over here. Oh sorry, පොල් ගහ තමයි මගේ select වෙලා තිබුණේ. මම cat select කරලා I click on the crop. Now if we want to crop, it gives us these black lines at the border of the image, so we can crop it here and there. So when you are cropping, you are losing the cropping of parts. Right? Then මේ වටේ අඳුරු වෙලා තියෙන ටික crop කරාම නැති වෙනවා. ඔය පෙන්ලා තියෙන්නේ අපිට ඉතිරි වෙන ටික. Right? So when I click on the crop button again, so it gives me this. So අපිට මේ පූසාගෙන් ඔළුව විතර නම් ගන්න ඕනේ. So we can crop until it gives me the head. Right? So we can crop onto that. So that is what we call cropping, right? And we can change the picture size from here as well, right? So you can change the height, change the width. So likewise, make it width change කරනකොට height එකත් automatically change වෙනවා because they are linked. අපිට height එකයි width එකයි separate කරන්න පුළුවන් advanced පැති වලට ගියාම, but when you are doing it, they are change it according to the original relation. Right? So that is what we have to do with the picture. තේරුණාද ඒ ටික? Is that clear? Yes, everyone? Just confirm whether do you got any problems? Tesandu, I ගන්නව නම් you can තෙසඳු අහපු ප්‍රශ්නේ හොඳයි. crop එකෙන් අයින් කරපු ටික ආයෙ ගන්නෙ කොහොමද? So you select the picture, you go to the crop, and it will show you how far you can extend. So ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාට ඕන නම් ආයෙ පොඩ්ඩක් මෙහෙම කරලා you can change or you can take the things that you want. Right? Good. ඔය විදිහට ප්‍රශ්න අහලා විසඳ ගන්න. So that is what you call learning. Right. So now we are going to go for another inserting object, which is called the smart art. Right? Now this smart art is a new facility, like not very much new. Like it is there from the 2007 version, but it was improved. Right? Smart art is there to create some chart kind of things. Right? So you can create a list, nice type of list if you want, some processes if you need to illustrate a process or a cycle or a hierarchy, right? Or a relation, right? Those kind of things we can easily build it using the smart art, right? So to talk with the smart art, I'm going to delete these particular things, right? So I go to the insert tab and I'm inserting a smart art. Let's say I'm going to take what? I'm taking this. Right? So this is predefined. Right? So you can click on these places and add what are the things you want to add. If you want, you can change the layout from here to something like this or to something like this, right? Or to something like this. And if you want, you can change the color options as well, right? Which will create a very nice thing for you. Then you can type as per your requirement. Make තමන්ගේ උවමනාවට අනුව දැන් අපි ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට ඉස්කෝල වල දැකලා තියෙනවානේ අර office එකේ අපි දකිනවා there is a hierarchy of the school. Principal is at the top, then the vice principals, then the assistant principals, then the sectional head, right? Then the class teachers. All these things are there, right? So if you want to create a hierarchy like that, you can insert an hierarchy, right? So now go to the insert and choose the smart art. choose the hierarchy and select something, and then we can press OK. Right, so we can do the very same thing. We can change the color themes. We can change how hierarchy is there. Right, so likewise you can create anything you want. And if you want to take a new shape, then හිතන්නකො මේකේ යටතේ දෙන්නෙක් නෙවෙයි තුන් දෙනෙක් ඕනේ. Right, you can click on this arrowhead. It will show you the way it is. So let's say if we say this is fruits, so we can say mango, apple, and if we want a banana, we can like just press enter and say banana. Right, so it will grow. Right, yeah, we can add pictures. There's another like for the places which can allocate a picture. ඒ කියන්නේ මේකේ සමහර ඒවාට තමයි pictures ගන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙන්නේ. මේ ආර ගත්තොත් මේ තියෙන්නේ මෙතනට picture එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. මෙතන click කරාම picture එක තෝරලා දෙන්න තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට මම click කරාම මට අවශ්‍ය picture එක දාන්න පුළුවන්. So it will add onto the particular place. So ඒක එහෙම pictures දාන්න පුළුවන් format එකක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම එකක් තෝරගන්න ඕනේ. Right, this one also can have the pictures. Yeah, so likewise you can change. Right, so this is called the smart art. It is under the illustration group. Right, so insert and the illustrations. Right, and if you want, you can insert the hyperlinks or some online videos. Right, so I'll tell you how to insert an online video. So once we click on the online video, we have to insert the URL that we need to choose. So first let's have a URL. Right, I'm taking an online video from my YouTube channel. Right, so yeah, like this is the one. So I can this is going to be my URL. Screen share karna. Right, so here I can copy the URL, and then I'm going to click online video, and to here I'm going to give the URL. Right, so then I can press enter. Not the enter, I can press insert right over here. So it will be here. So if you want to play, you can click it and it will be played. But you need the internet connection and all these things to play this particular thing. Right, then ඕක ඔයගලන්ට උමනා වෙන්නේ document එක soft copy එකක් විදිහට තියෙනවා. Screen එක share කරනවා. Right, මොකද දැන් මේක අපි hard copy එකකට ගන්නකොට we can't insert the this particular thing නේ. So soft copy එකක් විදිහට තියාගෙන පාවිච්චි කරනවා නම් still you can have the all the things, right, that you want. And inserting a link, it will give you to create a link to some particular resource. එතනදී link එකක් තාන්න ගියාම අපිට ගොඩක් ඒවට link කරගන්න පුළුවන්, not only the things in the internet. Right, I will delete this. So if I insert a link, when I press on the link, it is giving me this particular window, and it has some categories: existing file or web page, place in this document, create new, email address. So some things like that. So if I select existing file or web page, so if it is the web page, I have to give my URL to this particular place, right? And if it is a document in my computer, so I have to browse for that. Then මෙතනින් browse කරලා කියනවා D එකේ D drive එකේ ICT වල මෙන්න මේ video lessons කියලා තියෙන තැන video intro MP4 කියන එක නාව අරගන්න කියලා. Right, it's kind of a video. අපි video එකක් නතුව document එකක්ම ගමු. ICT O level grade 10 term test. Yes. So I double click on that. Right, I browse it again. D drive K, ICT O level. So grade 10 term test. Yeah, I'm going to take this particular PDF. So I select it and press OK, or else I can double click on this. So now we got a link. Then the link එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ we can, once we click on it, we can open the document that we want, but just a click won't open it. මෙයා වෙතට ගෙනිච්චම tool tip එක දෙනවා පේනවද? Control plus click to follow the link. So see, we need to press the CTRL key on the keyboard. Then our mouse pointer is changed into an arm, not the arm, a hand. So we can click on the link. So it is opened. So this is the paper that I was set to be open. Right? A link එක සැරයක් හරි පාවිච්චි කරා මෙයා දුඹුරු පාට වෙනවා. So we can open it as much as we want from this particular link. Right? So likewise, we can create links to internet as well. Right? So we can browse the web from here, this particular icon. Right? දුන මෙයා Internet Explorer තමයි by default open කරන්නේ. Right? Or else we can just copy a link from here. මට Google Corporation වල article එකකට යන්න අවශ්‍ය නම්. So I'm just copy this link. And I'll copy the address right over here. So I'm press address OK. So then I press Control and click over here. So it will take me to this particular web page. Now, if we want, we can change the name of these links. Right? If you right click and we can do edit hyperlink. අපිට මේ text to display කියන තැන, right? Not on the address. Text to display කියන තැන. This is about Google. Okay, let's change color if we say okay. So it is displaying this is about Google. Right? Then once we press the control and click, it opens the same particular web page. Right? Okay, got it? People confirm whether you got it or not. Right, great. Okay, and let's talk about the header and footer and page number, then we can end the session. So I have already given you an exercise. So before I move to the header, footer, page numbers, I remind what is the exercise that we were going through. Now at home, you have to do the exercise at the page number. Yeah, people, now you can do this exercise as well. So mark it, activity on page number 176. Right, I'll put a message to the WhatsApp group as well. Page number 176 activity, and page number 179 activity. 176 and 179. Right, so 176, it is this, and 179, it is this. You can do it on the same Word document. You don't need to create two separate things. රවිදු පුතා ඔයා කරන්න කියන්නේ මොන පාට් එකද? Last part means the one I have changed the name of the link. Is that link එක දානකොට hyperlink එක දානකොට හිටියද? Right, okay, right, okay. Yeah, let me show it to you. So what I was doing, like here, the about now this is a web address we directly copied from the internet. I can change the wordings which is being displayed. There's something you don't need to do the table because you have done it here, so you only need to do the other one. Physical class ආපු අය table එක create කරා මාත් එක්ක ගෙදරදී. So ඒගොල්ලෝ අනිත් එක විතරක් කරාම ඇති. Online class හිටපු අය, you have to do the both. Right, so yeah, Ravindu was asking because he had an interruption. So here we are going to do, so we can right click on the link, we can go to the edit hyperlink, and we can change text to display position, right? And I said Google Corporation, right? So when I press OK, yeah, it shows Google Corporation instead of that web link. So still we can press the control and click on the link to visit that about.google thing, right? So here we goes to the place that we have linked. Got it, Ravidu? Right, great. So since it is 3:59, I'm not going to do the headers and footers. We are going to discuss that particular thing by next week, right? So meanwhile, you have to do those activities. I'm reminding you again. So page number 179 activity, this class timetable, and the page number 176, the activities. There are two activities, right? Yeah. Tesandu, you have to type, right? It's teasing, I know, but you have to type. Yes. මේ ඔක්කොම type කරන්න ගියොත් නම් පොඩ්ඩක් කරදරයි තමයි. හරි. මම මේ text එක මම දාන්නම්. Right? I'll send you the text. You have to change the formatting. Right? I'll send you the text. Right? Okay, people. So thank you very much for today. These are the pictures. you can insert any picture you want. Related picture එකක් දාන්න. මෙතන e-waste නේ තියෙනවා ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකෙන් සර්ච් කරලා හරි එහෙම බලලා ගැලපෙන පින්තූරයක් දාන්න. මේ word art එකම වෙන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. You can apply some word art. Right? මේ page border එක දාගන්න විදිය මම කියලා දුන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක මම ඊළඟ දවසේ කතා කරනවා නම් ඒක නැතුව ඔයගලන්ට කරගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්. තප්පරකින්. There are page border and the drop cap as well. කමන්නේ. ඒ දෙක විතරයි ඔයගලන්ට කරගන්න බැරි. මේ drop cap දාන එකයි page border දාන එකයි I will tell you, right? Other than those two, just do the things, right? Okay, and the table, right, which is in page number 179, right? 176 and 179, right? Okay, so thank you very much again, right? Have a nice weekend, people. So I'm going to meet you for the very same time on the next week, right? Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend, people.